I definitely think one of my favorite quotes is "Comparison is a thief of joy." So I think we all compare, whether it's sport, business, life. It's especially with social media. I sound like an old person saying that, but
So
everyone's life is online, and you know what's going on. So if that person has that, or that person has that opportunity, why don't I have that? It's human nature to think like that. So when I was younger, even when I got the attitude and effort, especially when soccer got more competitive and it was competition, it was like, oh, scouts at this game, college coaches at this game, it was sometimes a little too much where I was like, why is that kid playing, or why does that kid have that offer, or why is that kid posting that or getting this opportunity, right? And it ultimately, same thing with not having good attitude and effort, it just would negatively affect me. But at the end of the day, I don't know like their journey, their spot in their life, right? But one thing I just learned was everyone's running their own race, right? We all have goals, and I might be 2 months from my goal, a year from my goal, 10 years from my goal. So it's not fair for me to compare to someone else who also has a goal, but their goal can be completely different from me. So me just assuming that, oh, look, I'm comparing myself to them, it just makes your head do jumping jacks and obstacles and flips.
Yeah.
It's not healthy for the brain, right? So kind of reflecting on that and comparing it to the soccer field, the moment I started to be like, I'm in control of my life, this is my journey, no one really matters except me and my teammates and my coaches and my close-knit of people, that's where I have to put my energy and time in. And the moment I did that, that kind of shifted something in my brain, and it kind of lifted this weight off my shoulders of like, oh, like I've already won. Like I'm in control of how I feel and how I can play. And then that's why I started playing better and more free.
It's interesting how comparison, I think, the more I've thought about it, is it's also an indication of the extent to which you know yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you are constantly looking to compare yourself to other people, what you're really doing in a lot of ways is you're trying to orient where am I in the world, and you're using other people and their lives as kind of a North Star to gauge like, am I successful? And you see this with players all the time where you can easily tell they are not playing for themselves, and they're not experiencing the game for themselves. They're experiencing the game for achievement, or they're experiencing the game for status, or they're experiencing the game for their parents, for their coach, or for their teammates. And so learning to appreciate the fact like the whole point is to not be like everyone else. So the more people you're comparing yourself to, the less your story is your own story, and you're actually living in their story. And that's, again, it's not a happy place to be because it's not being true to the path that you got to walk.